Hi there, this is a short video to show how Concerto estimating and the BlueBeam software can be integrated with the idea of having an electronic takeoff done in BlueBeam, the ability to tag and count equipment, export the information, and then have that information imported into Concerto to speed up the process and improve accuracy of the estimating process. So you would start in BlueBeam with your electronic file, a PDF of the plans and specifications. You would have a library of systems here in BlueBeam which would exactly match the library that you would have in Concerto. So all the areas and systems listed here are an example of a bunch of ALC standards that are available. The drawing itself essentially gets reviewed, and you would start finding equipment that you want to tag. And as you tag the equipment, I'm just clicking, and it's hard to see, but it's putting on small shapes. It would start to count the shapes, and depending on, choose a unit ventilator, put it on, it'll start counting them in the specific areas that have been designated. So once you're done that with the entire job, as an example, you can look through and see different aspects of the job that we've just put some dummy equipment in and made some areas. You would export this file, and we'll just give it a name. And then once that information is exported, you would go and start a new job in Concerto. And instead of manually dragging and dropping in all the different systems, we would look to now use the import feature. So we go to this button and we go find that file that we just exported from the BlueBeam, choose it, say OK, and then it interrogates the file, make sure that the information is correct. And then once that's done, we'll be able to actually go ahead and import each system from the BlueBeam file. And as it's importing information, it's looking to see, okay, does it match what the ALC standard library has? If so, it drags it in. It drags in the quantity, so typical system number. You'll see over here now. As well, if there are any standards associated with that, files, VSD drawings, sequence of operation, those would also get dragged over. So, $91,000 job just came over. You'll even notice here that if there was a specific system for which it's custom, something new, the software just puts in a blank folder, and then you go ahead and you enter the parts and the labor and all that stuff. So at this point, it's been disconnected. You're no longer using BlueBeam. You're now into Concerto, and you make all the normal adjustments that you would normally do in Concerto. So that's really it as far as the integration. Obviously, there's a bunch of setup that would need to be done as far as making the libraries match what you have in Concerto. And then other than that, there's specific profiles and other things that I won't go into details now to set up in BlueBeam. But once that's done, you just come back in and you do this in Concerto, and now you've got your quantities and your systems entered. Incidentally, you could also convert this file now to a PPM service agreement, or you could make it work so that a service agreement could come directly out of BlueBeam as well. So instead of having a construction library, you would have your service library, and as you go through the plans, you would tag out this, and a service agreement could be, I guess, assembled graphically as well. So just a little bit more food for thought. Hope that was helpful, and if you have further questions, please let me know.